guys, welcome back to today's video. I just want to say this video is basically based off players from my experience on FIFA 19 this year, and I've put them in a rank that I think suits them in my opinion, and which keepers you think I should probably suggest to you guys who you should use. Just because of pure fact, people always ask me sometimes which keepers are the best ones to use, so I thought I'd do a little squad builder. I did actually in fact do it a while back, but I changed my opinion, so I had to make a whole new video I'm doing now on it. But just watched the Europa League final against Arsenal and Chelsea. I was actually kind of blown away with the result, because at half time it was 0-0, ends up being 4-1. I don't understand what has happened, but honestly I feel for Arsenal fans. But also, if you guys want more squad builders and stuff, let me know down below by dropping like down on this video. If you guys can get like, let's say 5 likes, I'll do another one. But also let me know down below, guys, also in the comment section below, which squad builder do you want to see next? Do you want to see defenders, midfielders, strikers, super subs, hidden gems, all sorts? We'll go through it. But yeah, also this is, I've got 2 special cards as you can see on my actual screen. Now, I wasn't going to use special cards, but I think these are ones I have to introduce, because I said before, it is based off personal preference, because of what I've actually used in the past, from my experience on FIFA 19 as I said before. So, I introduced them, but you can still use their normal cards, but I would probably say if you do have these cards, use them. If not, I wouldn't really suggest really using them. Maybe the Foot Champions card's a good card to maybe use as a normal card, but the Team of Season 1, not too much. But anyway, we're going to get into it. These people on the bench, guys, here, as you guys can see, these are people I didn't pick because the reason being I've not used them properly, or the fact is that I don't feel good enough to be in the starting 11 of this team. So I'm going to go through them one by one, as you can see them there. Yeah, let's get it. So the first one we guys have got Bernard Leno from Arsenal. Great keeper. One of the first ones I actually started using FIFA on FIFA 19. I mean, he's a great keeper in general, but the reason why I didn't pick him is because I feel like he lacks a bit of the kicking. As you guys can see, top 93 kicking. But the good thing about him is that he has a 4-star weak foot, so it's really good to, like, you know, if you get the ball to him, if you pass it back or something or whatever, you can get the ball cleared away with either feet without even like worrying where it can go. So that's quite a good thing to have as a keeper and stuff. 4-star weak foot, but yeah, he's not got great handling either, so not really talk about too much about Bernard Leno, because I said before, it's mainly the ones in the starting 11 that we're going to talk about really. So, next one, as you guys can see on the screen, is Ruffier from, what team does it play for? ASSE? Yeah, ASSE, I don't know what the hell it means, but anyway. Another good keeper. He was actually my first French team on this game this year. Another good keeper again. Similar height, just I think 1 inch less than Leno is. Same again, no, kicking's a bit of a lacking, but this time it's a bit diving and a bit of the reflexes. But it don't really matter about the reflexes, it's just it's a bit too slow for diving and, like, you know, stuff. It's not really the best of the keepers, I would say, in my opinion, but he's still a good keeper to fit in the bench, I suppose. Also, I didn't pick too well because I didn't know who else to pick, so I picked ones in my, as I said before, what I've used. So yeah, next one, guys, is going to be Samir, I think that's right, Handanovic from Inter Milan. Another great keeper again. Didn't really use him that much. I think it was about 4 or 5 games with him when I had my Italian team. Did try his Vonco out a bit ago, wasn't the best. I just think he makes too many mistakes. I don't know why. He doesn't like crosses, and he doesn't like anything to do with, like, it's weird. He hates long shots. He can't save long for some reason. I don't know why, but whenever I come across him or have him, he can't save any long shots, and his kicking's not the best either. It's a bit bad. Honestly, the kicking on this game is good this year, because if a good like for Edison, obviously, but people like Handanovic doesn't tend to really suit that too well. But he's made some proper bad mistakes in the past, though, for me. That's why I don't really think he should be fitting in the team after my personal experience. But if you guys have been doing well with him, feel free to argue down below with the keepers and stuff I had to use, but you know, that's what my personal preference is. Next one, guys, is Nana, team of the season. Now, as you can see, I played 1 game with him, and in that game he did quite well for me, but he said, I don't know what it was. I don't think it was down to my fault on how he played, but I think it was just to the fact that I just think his positioning is not the best. As you can see, he's got 8 on position for a keeper. It's not too bad, but it should be a lot better in my opinion. I wish it was, because his position was he tend to stand too far to one side of the net sometimes. I don't know why. I don't manually move him or anything. It just, when in that game I had him, it was horrible. And he made a proper bad mistake as well. So I was like, I don't think I can really say anything too much about him, because I've only played 1 game with Onana, but I think his normal card's okay. But you know, that's what I'm gonna say because I don't know what to really say about Onana. Another good card. And then also, guys, this one I put in because I've come across him a lot I've come across him a lot this week. This Kevin Trapp card, and actually he's one of the most dumbest keepers I've seen in this game this year. He should be at the stat limit, but I'm not using him, so I can't do that. But just thought I'd introduce him to you guys because I think he's actually a really good keeper. His diving seems to be a lot really good. He's reflex his position, all of it is just good about Kevin Trapp. So if you guys do have enough coins to go buy him, I would definitely go buy him if he fits in your team. If not, don't. But I said that's just like a I don't know what to really say about that card. It's just like a I don't know, a keeper. I don't know. It's just a keeper I wanted to introduce, just to just be there if you guys need to get a good keeper that will keep you in games, and I think he's a good keeper to do that. So yeah, as I said before, I've gone on the 4-star. But anyway, into the starting 11. This guys, if you don't agree with any of my suggestions or my decisions I've done, feel free to argue down below. If I missed any keepers, feel free to comment down below. I know I'm missing Kepa because. Reason being, I didn't pick Kepa was because I just do not like him on this game. He's horrendously honestly one of the shittest goalkeepers I've used. That's why, so I'm not going to use him. Anyway, next one, guys, is Keylor Navas. He fits in at number 11. A good keeper in the League Santander, obviously. I actually felt when I first started using Kepa and Navas, I've been a bit in drafts before, done some pretty good saves. He just doesn't like headers. It's a bit weird. It's like my Pro Clubs player. He doesn't like headers when it comes to the box, and it's a bit. It's not annoying, but it gets to an extent where you think he should be saving them type of goals and stuff before they even go in, but it just doesn't end up happening. It's a bit weird. Kicking's not too great again. Handling's not too great, and positioning's not too great. It's just his diving. That's all he's good at, but still goals in. No, either way. But that's the guy I think should be fitting number 11. Next one, guys, is going to be Hugo Lloris. Now, this is a bit of a big one. I know you guys will be thinking why he picked Hugo Lloris as number 10, because he's got a pretty good high-rated card and stuff, and he's had some good informs and stuff, and all this stuff. Reason being is because I just cannot stand how bad he is. His kicking is one of the most worst things in this game for Lloris. As a keeper, it really, really is just killing his card for being good enough. I mean, he can pull some good saves off at times, but it's like his kicking when you're on the counter attack doesn't go to the player sometimes, because as I said before, his kicking is really bad. Has the 1-star, so it's going to be all over the place. It's not great. It is not great. Some people who I know have used his player, and I've watched him play with him in draft and on Ultimate Team Divs and stuff like all that. And he's made some proper bad mistakes. It's literally horrendous. It really, really is bad. So I mean, he's still good as good keeper to save the odd 1 or 2 1-on-1s. He's quite quick off his line, but I mean he's a good keeper. But I just want to watch out if you do use him though, because he does tend to make some mistakes sometimes. That's why I'd probably tend to use maybe a glove on this keeper, because get that position up today a bit more, he's handling a bit better. Or you can also use is it shield where you get kicking up, but if you do use card, guys, I'd definitely try and improve his kicking as best as you can with a chem style if you do use that. Next one, guys, is going to be I can't pronounce his name, but I can pronounce his last name, Szczesny, but I don't know how to say his first name. But Szczesny is actually a really good keeper. I was going to put him a bit higher, but I can't fit it in because there's too many good people above him. But Szczesny's a really good underrated keeper in my opinion. I only think he's actually underrated on this game this year. He's hard to beat sometimes, though. It really is hard to beat. Especially his inform card, his 89 one's really hard to beat as well. But I mean, kicking again, and his handling is not the best. But he tends to parry he tends to punch or parry the ball to the sides most. He's not really a catcher. It's a bit annoying about his card. He doesn't tend to catch the ball too much, like most keepers tend to do in this game. But I don't know what it is. I just think I think he must have done something to do his card or whatever. But he's a good keeper. He's really tall as well. He's 6'5". So he tends to win, gets the ball in the air quite easy when it comes to crosses and stuff, instead of punching the ball away. But yeah, he's not a bad card overall. I think he's really underrated. I think so. If you guys are wondering any Serie A keepers who want cheap ones and they're really good, who can keep you in games, get Szczesny. Honestly, cracking player. Next one, guy, is going to be Gigi. Can't pronounce his first name. Donnarumma. Anyway, I played a lot of games this week with him, to be fair, and I've actually really, because I did the what was it, challenge? Was it challenge? No, I think it's in my main team for Foot Champs. I think this week, and it pulled some cracking saves off. If you guys didn't watch my Foot Champs streams, honestly, you missed out big time, because he kept me doing some big games, and I mean big games. I was getting icons everywhere and all sorts, and inform cards, and he was literally just boom, out the way. Honestly, dumb card. And this is in phone card as well, so I mean, I think his normal card should be similar, but not too OP as it is on here. But honestly, I really think Donnarumma is a really good card in my opinion. Honestly, cracking. Honestly, his diving's dumb in the game, and he tends to pull off a lot of good saves honestly, just because of how good his positioning is. Honestly, it's so dumb. Honestly, it is another underrated goalkeeper that people tend to like. I'd probably say like 1% of people tend to use like keepers that I really like. Not too under the radar, but like he's quite under the radar because I don't tend to see a lot of people using Donnarumma. But he's a good keeper, so I'd definitely try and use him if you guys want to try him out. Number 5, guys, is going to be, without a doubt, David De Carrius. Now, I'm not being mean to him, but honestly, I just cannot stand this card in FIFA this year. I'll give it him, though. He has pulled some really good saves off, but I just think he's not as clinical as most keepers. And honestly, it is baffling to have a keeper the same as this. As you can see on the screen now, same card, no special card, normal card. Honestly, he's made some bad mistakes. His touch is horrendous. He's literally cost me in games when they pass the ball back to him. You don't expect the keepers to be 91 rated to be so insane. Oh, it's opposite. I've had 2 games where I remember when I had the ball coming back to him, and he would take the biggest touch in the world. It would literally touch an elephant. It would go flying afterwards, and I got goals given away for him. It was really dumb decisions to even try and do, but it's what I do sometimes. I pass the ball back, but it literally must have been God knows a massive gap between the player and David De Gea, and it just literally went to his feet, and I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. And it's weird, but he's a really good keeper though. He's honestly, sometimes kicking helps him a tiny bit with the counter attacks, especially. But what I found best with David De Gea was his reflexes are really honestly insane. He's just quick up, literally, like makes one save, he's literally up again straight away. He's really good. Really good. But I'll say before though, only mistake is his touch is really bad, but overall he's a good keeper. I give it him, that's why he's number 5, but I wouldn't say he's the best goalkeeper in the BPL obviously, but good keeper to use still, guys. Good keeper to still use, take that in mind. Next one, guys, is going to be Ederson. Now, I bet you guys are thinking why we picked him as number 6 in this team. Well, number 4. Wait, no, is it number 6? Yeah, number 6, sorry. Because reason being is because I really do. I mean, I'm not being mean, but Ederson's kicking is actually dumb. It really is dumb. It literally can get from one pitch to the other pitch, literally, without a doubt, in the space of God knows how many. It's dumb. It really is, but it's good though for counter attacks and stuff. But when you're like from a goal kicking and all this stuff, and when you're having the ball, it's really hard to like run onto if you like your attacks too like far back, if you know what I mean. And you're just giving the ball away too much. So that's a bit of a disadvantage with the kicking a bit, but it's still good anyway having a good kicking. But you know, another good keeper though. He makes some cracking one-on-one saves. He's good at one-on-ones without even controlling the keeper. He saves a lot of the one-on-ones mostly. Especially, I think his position is probably a lie, in my opinion. I think it feels like an 87 type of positioning for this keeper, in my eyes. Just does. And he's really quick off the line as well. As you guys can see, he got 64 speed, what's really good as well. Really good for a keeper at that standard of player. I suppose this is a normal rare card. It's really OP. So I would definitely try and invest in some good money into Ederson over there. So I would probably maybe, if you guys were using Ederson, I would probably put on a glove or something maybe to get his positioning handled a bit more. But yeah. Next one, guys, is going to be Jan Oblak. I actually love Jan Oblak in this game. He's a really good card. I regret selling him now because I was going to put him in my main team now. But I didn't because I wanted the keeper I want to mention soon instead. And I think you guys are probably going to, I think, because I've got his main card as number 1, and I use him a shit ton at the moment. So yeah. Next one, guys, is going to be Jan Oblak. Again, I said before, 6'2", not too bad. I mean, he's good for like hybrids if you have like a good hybrid, like with like a league, not nationality, but for leagues, for example, like Liga Santander, whatever, and all that stuff. But I don't know why I actually sold Oblak. I think in my opinion, it's hard to put him in the high up because I think he's not as good as people have put higher up. But I think he's just there as a good as a good keeper in general. In my opinion, I really think he's good. But it's just the fact that I think the only time he made a mistake was when I had the ball from a corner, and I think he might have missed it. I think, and it went straight to the player, obviously, and went in. But that's probably not down to my fault or the keeper's fault in the game. I think it's just down to the fact that EA were probably scripting the game as usual. As you guys know, EA did script the game, confirmed. Yeah, nothing bad to say about Oblak in my opinion. Dumb keeper. Kicking's not too bad, but still decently okay. Handling's really good. Tends to catch the ball a lot because that 90 handling does come in intact quite well. What's really good, position is really good as well. And also, I don't know why, but I've had a lot of, whenever I come across like in penalties and stuff, he tends to do something mad, like not reaction, but like some mad like type of save in penalties. A bit weird. If you guys come across it, boy, honestly, watch out for that. But next one, guys, is gonna be Manuel Neuer. Another good keeper again. That's not in top 3. It's a bit weird. That I mean, you could use a 91 rated card, what a lot of pro players tend to use. But I mean, this one's still decent anyway. I enjoyed using this card in my Bundesliga team. Pulled some cracking saves off. Kept me in some big games again in the rivals and stuff, and all that stuff, and foot champs and etc. etc. Yeah, sorry. But I mean, it's just again nothing bad to say about Manuel Neuer. Obviously, 4-star weak foot again. 6'4", kicking's dumb, handling's okay, diving's dumb again, reflexes are dumb. Honestly, it's a good card. I wish he was a bit faster, but he still tends to get off the line quite quick, so that's another good card I would try and invest. Probably about 40k I think on the market though, I'm not too sure depending on what console you're on. Next one, guys, is going to be, without a doubt, Alisson. I think everyone we're going to see this at some point, where everyone's like, where the hell's Alisson in this team already? He's number 3. One of the best goalkeepers on this game. Not enjoyed him last time I used him, but before then he was really OP. I'm not actually used his card yet, the 87 one, but I've used his 85 one before, and it was a dumb card, especially glove on as well. But I would definitely get Alisson if you guys do have the coins to get him. You should do. It's like I think about 15k on the market. Also, if you guys do get the 95 one as well, you pretty much won the game. It's too OP that Alisson. Honestly, I hate that card so much. 95 Alisson, he's so OP, really is. Everything about that card is just so overpowered. Really is a good keeper though, Alisson, in my opinion. Especially winning the Golden Glove in the first season of being in the Premier League, it's a really good achievement, I think, in my opinion. But yeah, nothing bad to say about Alisson really. He doesn't tend to make too many mistakes, but I said before though, probably one of the best goalkeepers I've probably ever used on this game so far this year. So nothing bad to say about him. Next one, guys, is going to be Thibaut Courtois from Real Madrid. Another good keeper that a lot of pro players tend to use, really, but it's mainly the I think it's the Champions League one I think of him. But he's 6'6". You can't go wrong with that, and he's got some good stats as well. Diving's gonna be overpowered, handling's overpowered, positioning is better than he is in real life, so that's a good thing. But I mean, his kicking's not the best, but it still tends to go to the player quite most of the time. It doesn't tend to like mess up too much either. Really good keeper, I think. And especially with the 6'6" thing, that's a really big advantage, I think, for a keeper that size. Shouldn't really be arguing with the getting beat in midair and stuff and all that, unless you have like a massive big off feet, like big fuck off Ibra and stuff and all that in the box or whatever, or like a Peter Crouch in the box, something like that. But I would definitely say that is a big what's the word, tick in the box for a good keeper, in my opinion. Thibaut Courtois being number 2, I think that's a really good shout. I think he should be at least top 3 easy peasy. Courtois. And also, guys, the last one, without a doubt, has to be Marc-Andre ter Stegen, sorry, from Madrid. Not Madrid, Barcelona, sorry, not Madrid. That's a bit of a butcher, I had to cut that out. Another good keeper. As you guys can see here, I've used him for 88 games, a lot in FUT Champions mainly. But I mean, as a FUT Champs player sometimes, not all the time, I would say. I'm not consistent on the FUT Champions, but a guy who's using FUT Champs quite a lot is a really good keeper, especially with like big games. If you guys watched the game when I played ND the other day on stream, he pulled some big saves off him. Honestly, I didn't fault ter Stegen at all in any of those goals he gave away, but it was some big saves that he did in this game, especially in other games as well. But I mean, he's a bit slow off the line, that's his weakest point and stuff, but 4-star weak foot with 88 kicking is really overpowered, honestly. I think his left foot's stronger than his right foot, I think, in my opinion, when he kicks the ball off the floor. But I mean, handling is quite good as well. It doesn't feel as good as it should be, but still decently okay. Diving's good as well, reflex is okay. Positioning is actually pretty weird, to be fair, because it says 85 there, but it feels really high up. It feels like a 92 if I had to say on average. It feels really high. He tends to be in position all the time, and he rarely gets beat to his near post or gets beat in any position at all. It's just like, Mainly gets beat by time finishing. That's his weakest point. I think that's everyone's weakest point in this game for keepers. Time finishing. You can't stop him, but mainly it does saves actually anything. Put a glove on this keeper. Honestly, guys, try him out. He's literally like I think 40 something k. I think because he's still 58k. Oh, I just kicked off the game. So yeah, that is my team, guys, for today on the best goalkeepers in the well, on the FIFA 19. Should say, sorry. Also, guys, if this video does go up before Thursday, I will be streaming early in the morning to do my rewards. Not looking forward to Team of the Week though, because Team of the Week this week doesn't look the best. So hopefully we don't get anyone bad. I mean, players I would probably want is probably Vela again, Handanovic obviously, maybe Pellegrini, the CDM. Luis Gustavo won't be a bad shout. Kessie's not a bad shout, I don't think. The young striker won't be a bad shout. Nothing too much good really. I mean, that 86-28 goalkeeper is not the best either, but I mean, it's not really great team of the week because it's a bit dead now with all the like team season and stuff all coming to an end. So yeah, guys, that is it. So as I said before, guys, if you can get 5 likes on this on today's video, that'd be amazing. Also, guys, if you are new to the channel, feel free to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell as well, so you get notifications when I stream or when I do another squad build or whatever. So yeah, stay tuned for that as well. Very big thing to do. But yeah, guys, as I said before, I will be streaming tomorrow at probably about 8, probably 9 o'clock in the morning to my rewards. Try and be there if you can. If not, don't worry, there'll probably be a stream for it and stuff. So yeah, that's it, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it. As I said before, if you guys do disagree with any of my suggestions, feel free to argue down below. Let me know what you think is your best goalkeeper this season. I want to know who you think is the best goalkeeper. I think Ter Stegen, but correct me if I'm wrong. There probably will be some Alisson comments. There probably will be some David De Gea comments, Neuer comments, all sorts. But yeah, that is it. So guys, let's wait for 5 likes for another squad builder. I'll see you then. Peace.
Perfect. I am the greatest alive. Yeah. I am the greatest alive. Yeah. I am the greatest alive. Yeah. I am the greatest alive. Yeah.